This guy just turned up a bottle of dipspit in the truck.
Smell of it
He's
first.
Yep.
Let's see him. Let's see him.
Yep.
Attaboy. What a stud. Oh my. Oh my.
What do you think?
That's what you came to Kentucky for right there, wasn't it?
What's up, man?
Is that your biggest buck?
He's gonna be right there close. I think I killed a 6x6 on 152 last year. So he's gonna be right, it's gonna be close. I'm ready to see what they score out and look like.
That's a big buck, man. Congratulations.
He's a stud. He's definitely the biggest body deer I've ever killed. He's a brute.
Yeah. Well, that's what you came to Kentucky for. Congratulations. Nice shot, bro.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. No, in all seriousness, we're in Oklahoma because I feel like we've made a really good foundation in Kentucky. I've been to Illinois. I've been to the surrounding states, and you can just see Oklahoma's producing. And, you know, this is a really good waterfowl location. Seems like the flyway's moved west, in my opinion, just a touch, and you've got a lot of waterfowl outfitters out here that have a lot of ground leased up that is not being touched for whitetail. They might rifle hunt, but there's not much bow hunting going on out here. There's a lot of really untouched potential. I do think that within the next 3 years that the amount of states that we are in, carrying over what we do in Kentucky to these other states is gonna create something nobody's ever seen before. Yeah, so we just got back from Oklahoma, and we are going to put Drew and Terry in a tree. It's a little warm, but I like our odds. They're still hitting some early season spots, and they're starting to switch over to the acorn flats. We've already made the move on them, so let's see what we can get done. Hopefully we can get Drew and Terry on a deer this week. So we got 1 day to kill them at a spot like that. So tomorrow, even if we hunt you on a deer today, if you don't kill, I'll switch over to that spot tomorrow.
Okay.
And one of you guys will hunt that spot, just because I know that the deer's pattern there, the way they work.
Mm-hmm.
If they decide to hunt you at the creek, then there's like 3 different shooters coming into that spot. The problem is with a northwest wind, it's a little marginal there.
Yeah.
Usually it's when we kill them, but I'd say they'll go put you in the slough when you've got the wind. Drew made a killer shot on a really nice 8-pointer coming into our food plot. It was actually a domain plot we put in, and they were eating the tops of the turnips and radishes and the winter wheat we put in there, and there's probably 13 or 14 deer in the field when he shot that, if you check this footage on the mole tree right here. And super nice deer. I think that was his biggest deer he's ever taken with a bow. I think it was his first buck with a bow. So congratulations to Drew, and we're still trying to get Terry on one right now. Yeah, the first week of October was very successful. Early part of October, and we're in the middle of October right now, and we're getting ready to do a transition switch. These deer are getting ready to start checking does, and younger bucks are really starting to move around and make scrapes, and so we're going to get set up on rut. That's where our heads are at, and we're going to go put some ladder stands out, box blinds, move to their core areas, and get ready for this madness that's about to happen. in this transition period, and we've got this deer coming back from early season hitting some volunteer beans, which is, you know, not unusual, but we don't get that happening all the time. These volunteer beans are already 1 to 2 inches high. This deer's definitely a shooter. We've got a guy in camp, Tony Hawk, and we're gonna set him in the tree and see what we can make happen tonight. And we're pretty excited about that. It's just coming in like clockwork. I mean, I got up to him because Lashbrook called and she was like, he just called and said he's got a deer down. I'm like, I was sitting right there. I was like, shoot. And I pulled right in here.
Oh yeah, I was
like,
turned around starting to get out of the stand, and all of a sudden he was standing there, and
yeah,
I was like,
I mean, I kept waiting on it. I'm sitting there refreshing the Moultrie app like, come on, somebody pull the trigger, somebody pull the trigger, somebody pull. It was already over with. I just didn't know it. It's just freaking nuts. Tony Hawk put an arrow right double lung this deer, and he was laying dead in the field. I got the phone call. I was sitting maybe 300 yards from him in a truck, waiting on the call. Knew it was coming. A deer came in on a string, double lunged him, quick recovery. I had him in the truck within 30 minutes. It was over with.
I said, no, it is
Crazy.
So this deer, we have pictures of him about 3/4 of a mile.
Here?
Yep, last week, all the way at the end of this road on Chuck's, right? And so all of a sudden, 2 nights ago, he popped back up right here, and I was like, why? Yeah, and it makes no sense. He should be in them hardwoods with the oaks. Yeah. It's because of these volunteer beans right here.
Oh yeah, he was down there eating the whole time.
He'd come back to eat these beans. Well, our other bachelor group that was here early season is here eating these volunteer beans too. So it's because of these volunteer beans. That's why this deer was in here.
There was an 8. Oh well, dead. That's all I heard.
They're real chopped. Oh yeah.
That's the backside.
I'll let you do that. That's a good buck. We drove the side-by-side back the other day. We're still on Ted. Our cameraman, for some reason, could not get on him. I still can't figure out why, but he is there and alive. We do have one trail camera photo, thank God for Moultrie, because Bane sucks, and we're still on Ted.
That's good. I'm gonna overlay the...
Yeah, we've still got Ted on camera. We're gonna slip back in here to his bedding area, get a little closer to him, and get a Moultrie on him and see if we can lay an arrow on Ted. Yeah, Jeff Sturgis. It's the 5-day hunt after our opening week hunt. Jeff comes in and something happened with the shot. We're not sure what, but he put an arrow in this deer's neck, and about 10 days later, the deer shows up. Actually, 10 days on the day, deer showed up on Moultrie. I think it was 3:36 in the morning, if I'm not mistaken. I know it was 3:30, somewhere in that area. And we've got Jeff coming back in camp. It's been 4 weeks now, and he's really going to try to connect on this deer. It's been 3 days he's daylighted, so hopefully Jeff can finish the saga with this deer he's got going on over here in Simpsonville, Kentucky.
Like 2/3 of the way down the body. Remember when I first put the pin on, it was a little low, so I brought it up, and he just stood there. He looked at me when I drew back.
Gotcha.
So then, but I had like 4 or 5 seconds to shoot him, you know, before a shot, and then he ran straight away. The arrows, we saw the arrow glowing like 20 yards in the woods, and there's good blood from there, and he ran right up that hill over there.
Jeff just literally double lunged this deer, and I knew it was coming. It took 7 sets this time, but you know, he ended the story on that deer. It's a great deer. It's a very mature buck. Second year I've leased the farm. It's the first mature buck we've took off of it, and I'm super happy about it.
See, that little 8-point came out first. The one that's like a year and a half old.
Yeah. I was frozen to the ground. I couldn't remember. Yep, stop looking. I'll let you go from this point. There you go.
Yeah, whatever you want. Whatever you want. Yeah.
Is that cool, buddy?
Thanks for showing me.
You're welcome, buddy.
Yeah, might as well.
Get him up on his back and twist his head around. Make him look.
This started in August, first week of August, maybe second or third day. One of the first bucks that showed up on our Moultrie edges this year. This deer came in. Really couldn't tell how old he was, 4 or 5, we wasn't sure. And he's got 2 drops on the left side. Looks like a super massive buck on camera. He was actually on the no shoot list. And it turns out, the more we watched this deer, he was the bully of the farm. He was fully mature. He wasn't 3 or 4. He was 5 or 6. There was no question. We were lucky enough to have a good friend come down that hunted with us last year. Pete, he did not tag last year. Day 1 in the stand, just laying in the field. I got the call 30 minutes before dark. It's beautiful. Can't ask for nothing more than that. Yeah, I mean, everybody stay tuned. It's getting ready to be November. I think we got 3 deer that's going to go somewhere close to 80. I think we're going to kill more than a handful of deer that's going to hit that 70-inch mark. If not, we're going to be in the high 60s on them. So I'm super excited about November and the deer that we got walking around. All these daylight bucks hitting scrape, or dark deer that's hitting scrapes at dark. It's going daylight. So that's what we've been waiting on, is this time of year right here, and it's getting ready to flip like a light switch. It's favorite time of year. It's here.